This is like my first time ever vlogging. I feel really uncomfortable. Alright, so I am at the Webster University AES Central Region Audio Student Summit for 2017. I'm here because I go to the St. Charles Community College and I'm a part of that audio production class, and I find it very interesting, so I figured might as well go. I'm over here in the registration building right now, and so far I got a free t-shirt, I got my name signed up. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the day, and this is day one, so yeah, cool. I had to ask for a little bit of directions, but it says Media Center here. Yeah, it seems like a really nice place actually. Cool. So what are you recording today?
I think we're only recording one song.
Okay.
And I think it's our newest one. We're playing Eons, right?
We are playing Eons. Beyond Eons.
Beyonce.
That's not the name.
That's not the name of the song.
That's
Oh, we should change the name to Beyonce.
If and only if.
And
They said we have to
of course.
Do you need can you sign it?
On an easel. You have to put it on.
That's actually really
Oh, you didn't
I can, yes. Awesome.
Isn't that time already?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god. Do you want any help?
Some stuff out of here.
But one thing you see a lot of people do is just aim for the cymbals. And again, I'm not thinking of these as cymbal mics. I'm thinking of them as drum mics. But once you start thinking about that stereo image, and then thinking about that as the foundation of your drum sound, and then thinking about the close mics as bringing focus and definition to each individual element of the drum kit, I think you'll find that your drum sounds get better.
I started at a place called Sun Studio in Memphis, which is where Elvis recorded, and we did everything like to a 1-inch 8-track or very few tracks. And so I track everybody live, and I pretty much commit everything while I record. So I commit the effects on the vocals, I commit the effects on the drums, I commit all that stuff to the session as I record. So I want it to sound done when the artist comes in to hear it back. So mixing for me is mostly just a couple of automation moves and maybe trying to find a tone thing that I didn't have time to get beforehand. So I don't have 90 files that I'm trying to mix down. I have maybe 16 or 18 at the most for a whole song.
There's a girl that she lay sleeping, sitting in her sleeping pose.
Number 59.
I'm a broken
Not doing anything to it. It's not that
sweetheart.
different.
Beg for your love, but not anymore. Friends, I can't see.
Sorry. Again, we never do this in session, stop you in the middle of singing. Hey, see, now that's an example where the $99 mic actually wins because you're used to it, you're working it great, like just really naturally, like no compression, straight up, right into the board, like we're doing nothing, no EQ, nothing, but you all automatically fell in with that, because it's a little more comfortable maybe to stage world.
And so it's amazing, like, because it is shaped like the mics you hold on stage, your brain was already familiar, and then it didn't say I'm being recorded. Something like that hanging is like, oh, I'm being recorded. But this feels like, oh, I'm performing, you know, so I do get it.
So yeah, I kind of want to get my hearing tested since it's for free, because I've been doing percussion for years and doing band for years and listening to music really loudly, and then people are walking and seeing me and I look weird on vlogs. So yeah, I'm gonna try and go get my hearing tested.
Well, making a drum sound like this is about balance. Okay, it's about tonal balance and actual level balance. So you're looking, in terms of level balance, you're looking for that picture. If we were to go out into the room now and listen to it, aside from kind of effects or treatment, we would want it to sound pretty much like he's playing it out there in here. So we build the image, and the image in here is that which we have or listen to or gain as a picture of what's actually happening in the studio.
It is
is simply incorrect to think that there is a best mic, really, for any application. Mic selection and mic placement is a problem-solving exercise, and the challenge is the same every session, but the result is different every day. So matching a mic in this room for whatever repertoire you're performing, so it's this artist, this song, that room, here are the mics. It's a problem-solving exercise, and that would be disappointing if you just walked out thinking, well, I know what mic I need to make all my vocals sound great. Actually, every vocal session is going to be a problem-solving exercise where you have to make it sound great. So I would encourage you to note that this is very much about process, not about what is the answer. You have to get to the right answer every session.
You know, microphones, I always tell people microphones are like when you go into Home Depot in the paint section and there's that big wall of those little color chips, right? All those different pastels and things and whatever the current color trend is for the year. Microphones are like those color chips on an artist's palette. And even though the microphones may all look the same, and in our 40 series studio line, for example, they all look identical, but they all have physically different characteristics, sonic characteristics. And as a studio person, understanding the microphones in your microphone locker and what they sound like is important, because that helps you pick the proper color chip for the thing you're trying to do. And obviously I wouldn't put, you know, really ugly green in my living room, but I might put a really nice yellow in my living room. And so I pick those color chips just the same way. So microphones are color chips.
All right, so I got to get going. It's been really great. If at all you're considering going to an AES event, I would highly recommend you do it. I've learned a lot of really good things, and it's overall an enriching experience. For me, for someone who really doesn't have that much knowledge about it, it's been really insightful, and if you already have previous knowledge about it, it's just going to further enhance what you know about it. So definitely check it out. I'm definitely going to be trying to go next year. So yeah, it's been an awesome experience. Definitely, whether you're even just a musician curious about starting up your first, you know, small recording rig, or if you've been doing audio for a while, this is for everybody. So yeah, thank you.